So I'm here in LA, we've just finished Kalos Store for Pokemon Go, and I've got a few days to kill. And birthday week, I'm renting this big ass truck, and we're taking a drive up to San Francisco, over to Vegas, and then back to LA before Kalos Tour. Join me as we hit the road, do some sightseeing, and maybe do some fun stuff as well. You'll see what I mean. But we'll get in this thing, and it's time to hit the road.
Climbing, twisting, turning further from my home.
So we're kind of out of LA now, Malibu area, heading north on the 101 towards San Francisco. And this route is going to take about 7 hours, which is an hour longer than it needed to take. But I'd much rather see scenery like these beautiful hills, the coast road, and just the beach vibe, rather than just sitting on a freeway for an eternity.
I was born free. I was born free. Born free. Free like a river raging strong is the wind I'm facing, chasing dreams and racing. Time deep like the grandest canyon, wild like an untamed stallion. If you can't see my heart, you must be blind. You can knock me down and watch me bleed, but you can't keep no chains on me. I was born free.
So I finally did make it to San Francisco. That was one hell of a drive, getting in at like 9:30 last night, and a little bit of a delay due to dropping people off at various different locations within LA before we actually got onto the road. But it's not a problem, it was a great drive, so scenic, really beautiful, till the sun went down, and then the last sort of 2-3 hours we're driving in the dark, which, you know what, the traffic was fine, we got here in one piece, and oh my god, the Dodge Ram drinks fuel. It really drinks fuel. Did not realize how thirsty that vehicle was. But we're here, San Francisco. We're going to do a whirlwind tour. See that before we move on tomorrow to Vegas. And tomorrow is going to be one hell of a drive, at least 9 hours in the car to actually get there in one piece. Originally the plan was to stop off at Yosemite. I'm not paying another $100 on top of the national park entry, so that's going to have to wait for another day. Cut back.
Patiently for the sun to set, and when it's done, believe that I will yell it from that mountain high. I was born free. I was born free. I was born free. Born free. And I will bow to the shining seas and celebrate God's grace on thee. I was born free. Oh, 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 oh.
Now, in order to get around the city, there are various different options. I've decided to do something that I've never done before. So we've ordered a Waymo, which is a driverless car. It scares the hell out of people. It's kind of got to be done. And I think it should be coming around the corner right about now. Okay, it's pull over. Need to unlock. There we go. So, we're in the car. There's no driver, which is weird as hell. We just need to hit the start ride.
Hello from Waymo.
Gotta say, this does feel a little weird. There's so many sensors around these cars that they're supposedly like really safe, and apparently they're going to be coming to London soon, so that'll be an interesting thing when they get to the UK, certainly with British roads. But we've got all the information there, we've got the map, we can choose what music we're listening to, and it really is surreal with no driver. This is weird as hell. Literally is, it's like Knight Rider. Okay, it's navigating around the big bus. Now it wants a right-hand lane. It's kind of not quite where it wants to be.
That is crazy, isn't it? I don't need to be on it. The Sun Hotel.
Yeah, it is, yeah. You can turn the music up. Literally, there's another one in front of us.
He knows there's another one.
It literally just feels like as if a person was driving. That sounds weird, but it's where it's in the lanes, which is more than can be said for some people. This is how steep San Francisco is, dude.
Yeah, for real. My wallet's falling out of my pocket.
Gotta admit, like the first minute or two, it was like weird, but it just feels like being in a cab.
Feels like being in a car.
Yeah, and there's another, they're all over the city. I mean, there's loads of them in LA. There's another one. They are everywhere. As the software gets better, they're only going to get better. So, I mean, they're obviously safe. They wouldn't be licensed otherwise. Oh my God.
Oh my F. It's in parking. You know, like you can't park down. You've got to park that way.
Yeah, well, you roll away, yeah.
Signs up.
I'm enjoying this now. So after being in the Waymo for about 10 minutes now, still got 13 minutes of the ride left, you do kind of get used to it. To start with, it's a very weird, disconcerting feeling. The days of taxi drivers, the days of Ubers could be numbered. Yes, the Waymo is ever so slightly more expensive, but not by a lot. And I've got to say, it drives really well. It's been a long time since I've been to San Francisco, but I forgot how steep this city is. I'm actually glad we're in a cab because we looked, it was only 2 miles to City Hall. Then I thought, no, well, let's get a car, and I'm glad that we're not walking this, because that 2 miles, mostly uphill, would have took its toll.
It is who I am.
So we're here, the car, okay, thank you.
Make sure it's clear before exiting.
Thank you, Waymo.
Vehicle approaching.
I know. Okay, it's overly cautious at times. There was a couple of times near when we got to this dead location where it had a moment, it didn't know what lane it wanted, it was a bit hesitant, but it wants us to get out, so we've got to pull the handle twice to get out, and it's probably not going to drive with the handle open, but there we go. That is the first ride in a Waymo. Gotta say, actually wasn't that bad, and it'll drive off in a second. So one of our last stops here in San Francisco, whirlwind tour. We literally only had a day here, and the weather's drawing in. The rain is coming. Carl is starting to drop. Carl is the fog that is famous for San Francisco. And our last stop is this iconic bridge, which really shouldn't have been red. So I'll show you a little bit of B-roll for this now. And then the next time you see me, we'll be on the road on the way to Vegas. So 7:30 a.m, a little bit later than I was expecting to leave. Got everything planned in my head for about 6, but you know what, sometimes things don't actually go to plan. Bay Bridge, we're leaving San Francisco, and this is the other bridge, which is not as famous as the Golden Gate Bridge, but the Bay Bridge is here. Again, beautiful bridge. And now we've got what the GPS is saying is an 8-hour and 15-minute drive to Vegas.
Break from the tell you where I spent last night. I'm real sorry about the shape I'm in. I just like my phone every now and then. I'm always working, saving every day. Gotta get a break from same old, same old. I need a chance just to.
So driving through these mountains, it is so picturesque. I cannot get how green California is, how beautiful this place is. It's just awesome. Snow on the peaks, blue skies, great music, and a big ass truck to get me there. This is the American dream, right?
You see, I raise a toast to all of us who are breaking our backs every day. If wanting a good life is such a crime, Lord, then pull me away. Yeah, it's to ya.
So we thought I'd head down to Fremont Street just to see the last night in Vegas out, and the rugby was on. There's been some sort of huge parade. We cannot get anywhere. I'll show you some B-roll in here. But this place, I've been here before when it's been busy. This is absolutely insane. We literally cannot get anywhere. So I think we need to try and go over there and just see if we can't get something. It might be quieter further down because the buses are at both ends. So yeah, let's head that way.
Don't get better.
So I had to get away from the Fremont Street experience. That was just way too busy. I've been here before and it's been busy. That was just overkill. I don't really get social anxiety, but that just felt claustrophobic. Couldn't move, so kind of came off of Fremont Street and now heading back to the car. So next time you'll see me, we'll be heading just out of Las Vegas to do something that is pretty cool. So we're leaving Las Vegas now after a very quick stop here, just over 24 hours to be honest. It was a lightning stop tour, but we get to see a little bit. Fremont Street was absolutely insane, but now we're heading to the car, heading back towards LA, but we're going to make a quick stop off on the way because for the first time ever, we're going to a gun range.
I'm not gonna lay around and whine and moan, cause somebody done me wrong.
So we're about 2 miles away from Adrenaline Mountain, which is the outdoor activities location that we're going to. And this is the first time this trip that I'm actually, oh my god, come on my voice. This is the first time this trip that I'm actually glad we've got a big ass pickup, because this is a dirt road, unpaved, and we are bouncing everywhere. It's a good job we've got four-wheel drive, and well, the suspension is really doing a lot.
I'm here for a good time, so bring on the sunshine.
So we checked in, we are just about to go into the range and actually shoot some handguns, really hoping to get the James Bond PPK, but we'll see what's available when we get in there.
All right, so right hand nice and high. Left hand, you're gonna kind of come just like teacup.
Yep.
Good hit. Good hit.
Did all the whole.
So right hand's gonna come nice and high. Yeah. Perfect. Hell yeah. Good hit. Hell yeah, dude. Nice, man. Good shooting, dude. All right. Hit it.
Desert Eagle.
Hell yeah. It's on you, brother. Hell yeah.
Oof,
Good hit.
got that one. So that experience, although it went super quick, was great. To be able to shoot the gun that is synonymous with James Bond. And believe me, I checked a few ranges. This was the only one I could actually find that actually carried that one. Absolutely awesome. Dream come true. And the Desert Eagle is an absolute beast. I was actually surprised, for saying it's my first time firing a gun, how many targets I actually hit. So I'm going to take this as an absolute win. And now we're making our way back down on this dirt road.
Shine to hell with the red wine, pour me some moonshine. When I'm gone, put it in stone. He left nothing behind. I ain't here for a long time. I'm here for a good time. Folks are always dreaming about what they'd like to do, but I like to do just what I like.
Now the light is in the wrong position there, that does not look great. But the last stop on the road trip before we get to LAX is it's a location from a movie that I actually really like, a movie going back to the 80s. It's a classic, and it is from The Karate Kid, and it is the Golf and Stuff, which is, it's like an arcade. There's mini golf, there's rides. Woo. And it's a family fun centre. So those guys are on the disco ride, and we're walking to try and find the arcade. So this is going to be the last stop on our road trip.
Wine, pour me some moonshine. When I'm gone, put it in stone.
So I'm outside in the mini golf here, which is where Daniel, San and Ali had their date. And it still looks relatively the same. I'm not saying it's identical because it's 42 something years later. But I'm definitely not going to be playing mini golf today because I don't have anyone to play mini golf with, but I'll have a walk around and get some B-roll because it is really nice out here. And then I will use what I've paid for parking to redeem against some arcade games before I leave, because you pay the $5 to park and then you get that back in game. So I'll have to play a few games before I leave just to get the value out of it.
He left nothing behind. I ain't here for a long time. I'm here for a good time. I ain't here for a long time. I'm here for a good time.
Okay, so heading back to the car now. That actually was a nice little blast from the past, going to an actual physical arcade. I think today, with games just being on your phone and just so easily accessible, there is something to be said for an arcade and actually playing games for real. As the sun goes down in LA and I'm just about to head back to the airport, what an absolutely brilliant week this has been. This road trip has been absolutely epic. So thank you very much for watching. If you do subscribe to this channel, I thank you so very much. If you don't, please consider hitting the subscribe button down below. It is free. It won't cost anything. It really does help this channel to grow. And equally, if you do support this channel through Patreon, that does mean the world to me. It allows me to do just a little bit more with this channel than otherwise would be able to do, like come to places like this, make road trip videos, make Pokemon Go videos, make content, which I absolutely love. But if you do want to watch another video, click just over here, see what YouTube is recommending, and I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Waterfall out.